Hey, what's up, everyone? Um, I don't know if my mic is working, but I'm gonna try to fix it now. But I'm making this video. I want to say what's up to everyone. I know it's been a while since I made a video. Um, I'm recovering from a vehicle accident. Um, I was actually in the hospital for over. I was in a coma for over a month. Um, and I finally woke up from that coma, and I stayed in the hospital, and I'm gonna say like another month. What's up, Lou? So right now I'm in the healing process, and they just told me a few things about my channel. Um, Apparently, um, I'm facing some. They stopped the monetization of my channel. So if you're able to grab me a coffee or send me a coffee, uh, it'd be appreciated. But apparently, I can still go live and I can still post. So you'll y'all will definitely see content coming from me. And and you morning. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. So with that accident, I thought I was, I didn't know I would still be here. Thank you, Lou. Yeah, if anybody can uh send me a coffee. I think that's the so if you go to my channel, I'm gonna post a link up here. You go to my channel. So right now I can't. There, they have a YouTube has a thing where I can't have any more members right now or uh, tap into any monetization. So you can get me a coffee. That that would be really helpful right now. Um, Let me see if I can get the link. Um, okay, so I'll be able to share the. I was I'm the one who was in the coma. Yeah, yeah. So I was in a vehicle accident, and what happened? It happened. I was on a scooter. So when I wrecked on the scooter, I guess I fell off the scooter, and I was hitting my head. I was hitting my head, all type of stuff. Um, Thankfully, I had on the helmet then, so I did have on the helmet, and I was basically just struggling for my life, pretty much. So when I look at it, um, like I think it's a picture I posted, but basically I was hooked up to machines, and let me see if I can send some of this. All right, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all can see that. That's me in the hospital bed. Uh, so this is a real deal situation. Um, so if you look, you can see that tube or that hose, and that's going in my lungs. That's going in my right side. Yeah, that's me. So they had me on a plug that was supposed to be feeding me blood going into my right side, and I pretty much laid there for a month. Wow, man, I never know what to say. And sorry, it sounds all you saying it sound disingenuous that you saying sorry. I'm alive. That's all I can say is I'm alive. This could have been the last picture that was ever taken of me, but I made it. So I appreciate everyone for even just being able to be on this be on this stream right now. Yeah. So I'm just dealing with the recovery process. I'll be I should my plan is to go back to the United States. Uh, I'm gonna say within a couple months. I want to heal up before I just get on a plane because that's a long plane ride. I don't know if y'all know, but that plane ride that's a 24. That's like a full 24-hour ride on the plane back to America. So I want to make sure I'm healed up enough at least to be on that ride. Yeah, but I'll be here. Um, my goal, what I want to do is find a way to. They saying I have to wait until I can reapply for the monetization on YouTube. Um, so before that happens, I'm gonna be putting up the link, and I want to be able to come up with some type of. I'm thinking what I want to do is some kind of rights, uh, some some type of reading that people can do that have them more informed about their rights, because we go out there and we're recording, and it's like we're going out there and it's they make it seem like it's something wrong that we're doing, but you're just recording. So that's all you're doing is holding a camera to whatever public service is being handled at that time. So when people have an attitude about that, that makes me think, what are y'all doing here, or what's being done here that shouldn't be recorded on camera, especially while you're in public. I That's the thing. It's not like I go to people private houses and I record inside their house. No, I go to public buildings. I go in public settings. I go around people in their public capacity. They're serving the public. So I just don't understand the issue that people are having when it comes to recording in public. Uh, in general, the doctors will say a lot of stuff all the time. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like people who don't understand or don't know what's going on here. They feel like it's like if you don't know your rights, how can you be upset or have something to say about somebody that's exercising their right? I said, you're right. Exactly. And you know, with this with this accident, I'm I was able to have a better connection with God, um, and because He saved my life through this, you know, it's a lot of reasons why I shouldn't be here talking to you, but because God was present, I'm I'm alive. Yeah. So I don't necessarily have head injuries, but I did hit my head when I was in the accident. So it took a while for my neck to be okay and for me to you know be back okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm recording.
Oh, you wake up?
Yeah. Thank you.
They caught what?
Mm. Yeah. All right. So I just got brought some uh watermelon juice. There you go. Hold on, y'all. Y'all give me a sec. What?
What time you finish?
30 minutes.
I have to go downtown.
Mm.
Do you take medicine?
Yeah. I tell you already.
I love you. I love you.
Okay. Yeah. So so uh Bridges, I'm not stateside yet, but I will be. Um Let me see. people taking care of me. Um, I'm taking care of myself, but I do have a girlfriend here uh, that's watching out for me, and they're actually the reason that my family found out that you know all of this could happen and nobody would have ever known because how would my family have known I was in the hospital and almost you know basically when I went to the hospital the doctors had already said that I was pretty much finished. So that's something that I'm communicating with y'all. But when I went to the hospital here, um, they said it was like maybe a 50% chance uh that I would make it, that I would survive, and it was an even lower percentage that I'll be able to use my right side. So it was real. It was rough, y'all. It's been real tough uh for me the in the past couple months. Yeah, but all I see all on all my platforms or on all the platforms, they're doing phenomenal. TikTok is doing well. YouTube was doing well. Instagram was is doing well, and that's why I don't understand the issue that YouTube is having right now when it demonetized my channel, and I think that comes from doing so many live streams and using that using those videos um uh, and giving my commentary on those videos. I don't know. I just before I clicked on here, I sent Karen an email back. I don't know how Karen's doing. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till she sends me back an email. But I haven't heard from her in a little while. I hope she's okay. I wonder if anybody else has heard from her. Yeah, yeah, man. You know, there's a lot of stuff that you, social media in general. If you're not on social media to benefit you in some type of way, and I don't mean just use, I mean use social media to learn or to work on an idea about something, then it's gonna be very unhealthy. If you're just using social media for entertainment, then that's I mean that's one way to use social media, but if you're just using it for entertainment, I mean it, that's that's where it kind of gets to a point like what are you doing to where so much of your time is being invested into something that's not healthy for you in any type of way. I could see, okay, maybe you get on social media and you're entertained, but you're also learning. That's that's one thing about it. it's one thing. It's you can you can use social media to be entertained and learn at the same time. But if you're using it just to be entertained or being entertained and you're not gaining anything from it, like you're just using it to give bad attitude or you know, I don't know what the thing is about people just wanting to be negative. That's I I never been like that. I never just want to be like negative like that. I would always use uh I would always use platforms in ways that I saw would be helpful to me in some type of way. Like I've learned so much from YouTube. I've been able to make a lot of things happen through social media. Even building a business, I was able to build a business on social media, find clients, and serve those people. And, I just never saw it in a way. Brandon said, I can't be stuck." Yeah, shorts are another thing, and that's what makes it. It's okay to. I think it's okay to tap into social media for entertainment sometimes, but it depends on what you're being entertained by. Whenever, yeah. But let me see.
About 3 minutes into the call, Glass began referencing skinwalkers, which are witches in the Navajo culture.
So I just want to do a quick. Um, I'm gonna say this is man shot and killed by police officers calling 911 for help. So just want to watch this video. I was getting ready to watch this video anyway, but I decided I might as well use this to see if I can still go live, and I'll just go ahead and watch it with y'all.
Do you know the Skinwalkers now? Feel like you goodbye. I love you, Lucky. Okay, can I get your date of birth? Oh, I'm sorry.
At another point, Glass tells the 911 operator that she is his light after he's been frightened by a sound outside.
I had a spiritual awakening a few months ago and came out of my 10 years of depression, and I just come please help. That's not good time. What's that be? I love you. Thank you. Yeah. I love you, seriously. You're my light right now. I love you.
Glass later told dispatch he was an amateur geologist and had several weapons inside his vehicle.
Are there any weapons that you're aware of?
I have a weapon on me. I will throw them out the window as soon as an officer gets you. I have 2 knives and a hammer, and a rubber mallet. I guess that's a weapon. I'm not dangerous. I will keep my hands completely visible.
Wolf Cars, be advised, this party is stating that he has weapons.
Who said they get their Andrew said he gets his entertainment from Reddit, and Amazon and Prime TV. Okay. Um that's, I mean, as long as you're somehow as long as you're able to use a platform to that you have a positive or a good thoughts about, or if you're watching something and in whatever you're watching makes you feel better in some type of way. What I'm talking about is when people watch things that just make them even more upset or more mad about a situation. Hmm. Yeah, so if y'all hear something, like if y'all hear that my voice is off, or is I might sound a little different, that's because of the neck injury part of the accident that I'm recovering from right now. Uh,
Weapons in the vehicle with him, 2 knives, a hammer, and a rubber mallet. He did state that he would throw them out of the window as soon as officers got on scene to make you feel safe.
Responders determined Glass's vehicle was stuck in Silver Plume, Colorado, about 15 minutes west of Denver. Officers from the Clear Creek County Sheriff's Office responded to the call.
Come out and talk to us. Come on, dude. We're here to help. We're here to help. Come on, buddy. Please push me out, drag me out, come police to the police station.
For more than an hour, officers from multiple agencies attempted to get Glass out of the vehicle.
You need to step out of the car now. Step out of the car now. That's a lawful order. Step out of the car. You'll be removed from the vehicle. Step out now.
Glass repeatedly told officers he was scared and did not want to exit his vehicle. At the same time, officers voiced concern about the weapons inside of the vehicle.
You already said you have weapons in the vehicle. Because you already said you have weapons in the car. No, do not throw them out. Do not touch them. Do not reach for them. He's got a knife in his seat right there. Step out of the car now. 161 at gunpoint. Step out of the car now.
Officers threatened to break down the window if Glass did not step outside.
well, one thing you should never do never tell them that you have weapons, or don't announce to them that you have weapons inside the car or whatever. I don't know why he would even say that. I don't understand that part.
Step out of the car now. I will break the window. Step out of the car. Step out of the car. Step out of the car.
Glass insisted he could
So he called
not leave the vehicle and
police,
made mention of a mental hospital.
because he had car problems. So he called the police, and they showed up, and now they have guns drawn on him.
Keep your hands on the steering wheel then, and don't move. You reach for anything, we're gonna have problems. A mental hospital for what? We haven't even been able to have a conversation with you.
During the incident, Colorado State Police said there was no reason to breach the vehicle.
If there's no crime in front, just all or a great danger, then there's no reason to contact him. So, Sergeant, if there's no point in if he's not harmed himself or anyone else, then no crime.
Meantime, officers continued to ask Glass to leave the vehicle, but he again stated he did not feel safe.
That's why I want you out of the car so we can have this conversation safely. Period. That's it. This is the only way I can be safe. What are you talking about?
When another officer approached and discussed the rocks inside of Glass's vehicle, he signaled her with a heart.
Hey, Christian, will you talk to me? What can you tell me about what's going on? We're trying to help you out. You know, I see you're doing the right thing with your hands. Look, we love you too. We just want you to be safe.
Additional officers arrived and tried to calm Glass and persuade him to step outside.
Well, Christian, you don't have any guns or anything that scares us, right? Okay. You said on the phone, you know when you called us? You said on the phone that you had knives. Okay, are they big knives, little knives?
Less than an hour later, Glass grabbed a knife when officers broke down his passenger side window.
All right, we're popping.
I don't understand what's going on here. It to me, this seems like it was bad decision making by everybody involved, not just the police, but the owner of this car. I don't know what he was trying to accomplish by talking to him or telling the police what he did.
Knife in his hand. Knife in his hand. Watch crossfire. Watch crossfire. Watch crossfire.
Glass then began to yell out in prayer.
Christian,
Please drop the knife. Randy, you got that door held shut?
Moments later, an officer shot Glass 5 times. After the shooting, the Clear Creek County Sheriff's Office released a statement saying Glass was argumentative and uncooperative during the incident. The release also said Glass tried to stab an officer as police broke down his vehicle's window.
He had done nothing wrong. He was just too scared to get out of his car.
Now, Glass's family is calling for criminal charges against the officer responsible for their son's death.
You've made no public statement before now. Christian's killing is a stain on Clear Creek County and on Colorado. It was a murder by a Colorado official.
In a press conference on Tuesday, Glass's parents, Sally and Simon Glass, called for justice in their son's death.
He was there, and he was really worried. He trusted the police to come and help him. Instead, they attacked and killed him. The killer shot Christian 5 times
Okay,
just to make
that
sure.
makes sense.
Right now, the shooting is still under investigation by the Colorado Bureau of Investigation. For the latest development,
Wow. So Bridges just say the owner was mentally ill. So that, I guess that makes more sense to me, because I'm trying to figure out why did he tell him that he had guns and everything like that. But it's the fact that we think the police are there to help us. We automatically think the police are just there to help us when that's not really their job. their job is to I want y'all to say, write in the comment section, what do you believe a cop's job is? What do you think, like when you call the police or you think about the police, what do you think their job is or supposed to be? Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad you made it through yours, man. I'm here. I made it through mine. To rob, harass somebody for you. I think that might be the case. It depends on whoever called. It amazes me that whoever calls the police first, they win. And that's the mindset that they go with. Whoever called us first wins this case. That's the mindset of copping or cop way that they handle things. Whoever called first, they're in charge. They win whatever is said about them. Whatever is said about the person that they called on is somehow automatically true. It just amazes me, and this is why I make the content that I do, because it just amazes me that situations like this one happened. It seems this guy called the police because he was having car issues, and he couldn't.
Frightened by a sound outside.
I had a spiritual awakening a few months ago and came out of my 10 years of depression, and I just come please help. That's not good time. What's that be? I love you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love you, seriously. You're my light right now. I love you.
Glass later told dispatch he was an amateur geologist and had several weapons inside his vehicle.
Are there any weapons?
So this guy is thinking it seems like he was going through a mental difficult time where the cops should have been able to handle that situation better. I don't see how the cops get there, and as soon as all they know is draw guns on somebody who doesn't have a gun, there's not a gun pointing at them. I don't understand that situation. If you're a cop and you have on a bulletproof vest, and you have all type of equipment to keep you alive in a bad situation, but somehow somebody with a knife is able, you have to shoot them 5 times. That's crazy. I'm gonna share. I got another story I want to share with y'all real quick. I don't know if y'all seen this one, but this is a viral video of LAPD punching somebody in the face.
Already viewed millions of times. It's disturbing video that's gone viral. Already viewed millions of times. The man being punched by that LAPD officer is 28-year-old Alexander Mitchell. It happened Sunday in Watts. And the LAPD says its officers initially stopped because Mitchell's car was illegally double parked on the wrong side of the street. They also say when they tried to question him, he refused to cooperate and became physically.
So he was pulled out the car and he was put in handcuffs because his car was double parked. That should tell you everything right there.
Combative. Tonight, the LAPD releasing an hour of body cam video from that controversial incident.
Hey, roll the windows down. You roll the windows down? What's going on? Roll the windows down. You're double parked.
So what's going on?
You're double parked, man. You're sitting in the car. Huh?
I know.
You got a license on you? Your ID?
What's going on?
I just told you, man.
I'm gonna say he probably should have handled this a little bit different.
Well, what's going on? I'm on probation parole.
You have an ID on you.
He should, like, because at this point he knows that it's BS time right now. Are you on BS time? Whenever they pull up or come up to you, and you can tell it's BS or they on some crazy stuff, don't give them more satisfaction or don't give them more view.
You're double parked.
So what does that mean, though?
You're double parked
What
the
does
wrong
that
way
mean?
in the street.
What does that mean? Why you open my door? I'm on probation parole. I got everything. Why you open my
I got
door?
a license for you, man.
I do. Why?
That is a good question. Well, so my question was, my question would be, in this situation, are you going to give me a ticket or what? Or where do we go from here? That's what I would be asking.
Why you open my door?
Because you're ignoring me.
I didn't ignore you.
Step out of the car.
Yeah, step out the car. Open my door like that. I'm on probation over here. For what?
When they ask you, can you step out of the car?
I'm gonna pat you down for weapons.
And that's when things go sideways. As officers try to pat Mitchell down for weapons, he begins to resist.
Why you setting up? Because he's acting, bro.
As things escalate, a crowd begins to gather, and officers and Mitchell continue to struggle for several more minutes, with officers unable to cuff Mitchell.
Put your hands behind your back. 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 Put your hands behind your back.
That was a moment that was captured in the viral video. After several minutes of intense physical struggle, an LAPD officer punches Mitchell in the face. And just moments later, officers are able to finally handcuff Mitchell.
Back up.
LAPD officers also trying to disperse a crowd of people, pushing in to take a closer look. One officer activating his taser to show he means business. Mitchell continued to fight, and officers were unable to get him inside a patrol car.
What did I do?
You're gonna get in the car, man. You're going to jail.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing.
Mitchell told officers he was having trouble breathing, so an ambulance was called. An LAPD officer fills in, and a riding paramedic.
How you doing, sir? Good. We're gonna have to put him on the gurney. He's punched in the face. Officers. That's up breathing.
Officers and paramedics then struggled to get Mitchell on the gurney. Our law enforcement expert who has investigated thousands of use of force incidents watched the viral video and the entire hour of body cam video, and this was his reaction.
They're struggling to get the second arm in a handcuff. They've got the one, but the second one's not going. So like in this instance, that's where the punch comes, I believe, to get him to cooperate. But I still don't understand the facial strike. There are other methods you use to gain compliance. He's clear, no wants, no warrants. You can't park on this side of the street. I don't care if you're visiting somebody here. You got to park legally. Move your car. We're done. 5 minutes. Everybody goes on with their afternoon.
So the officer who punched Mitchell has been removed from field duties, and interim LAPD Chief Dominic Choi has instructed the LAPD's Force Investigation Division to take over this case. In a statement tonight, Choi says, "I was concerned by the initial video circulating on social media and immediately directed a full investigation into all facts and circumstances of this incident. Above all, I want the people of Los Angeles to be assured that there will be appropriate accountability."
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming.
Yeah, in a situation like that, I mean, he knew already that they were on BS time. They were on BS. So at that point, I'm not playing that game with them. And that's how you have to be. You have to be at a point where you're not going to play that BS game with them. When you go to ask them questions, but you're asking them real direct questions, but they don't want to give you answers to those questions, or the answers that they give you to the questions are just some crazy stuff that don't make any sense. Like, he got pulled over for being double parked, or I guess he was parked on the wrong side of the road, or he was double parked or whatever. if they come up to you and they acting like that, I'm not dealing with that. Are you giving me a ticket? Yes or no? That's what I need to know the answer to. And if they're gonna give me a ticket, then I need them to go ahead with the process, or there I need you to tell me what's going on at that point. But if they're telling you, if you're talking to them and they ask you, and you figure out that they not trying to answer none of the questions, or they just acting crazy, then at that point it's time to exercise your it's time to limit your speech.
That was a moment that was captured in the viral video. After several minutes of intense physical struggle, an LAPD officer.
It was no reason for him to do that. No reason for this to happen, except this cop didn't like him and didn't like the way that he was acting. And it's crazy that this cop right here, who you would think would be trying to help him or help the situation, you could tell that wasn't happening. I'm gonna see if I can put my Discord in the chat. It's gonna be in the chat. I'm gonna have to pull up this video right now.
It's disturbing video that's gone viral. Already.
Y'all give me a second. No. Yeah, brothers. I don't think I can. For some reason, it's not letting me do it right now. Oh, okay. Here it is. Do it right now. All right, brothers. There's the link. Yeah, so originally when I created this Discord, it was for my members. And right now I'm having a demonetization issue with YouTube. So it's gonna be like maybe a couple months before I'm able to use that feature again. But that's why I'm saying, if everyone now can just, if you can, just buy me a coffee. I'll put the link up. Yeah, so if you can just buy me a coffee, and I will be working on a lot of things for the channel. I have been, but I mean not since I've been in the coma, which I was in the coma for a month, and then I was in the hospital for almost another month, I would say. So, it's a difficult time for me right now, but I am in the process of handling things and um, getting things a little bit, better coordinated for everybody. One day people will be watching videos at triple speed. Kind of hard to follow at this. I actually, to be honest with you, I watch all videos at 2 times the speed, at 2x, or I can't even watch videos at regular speed now. Did I see what happened to CFW? No, what happened? What does this media classify as? What does the media classify as going viral? Going viral, I think. Technically, I think you gotta have like maybe 100,000 people have seen your content or seen whatever you're posting about, and I think that classifies you as viral. See, I slammed to the ground by a cop, busting it. Oh man, can you send that video? Can you send me that video, or get? I want to be able to look at that. That's crazy, but and that's the whole point of my channel, man. Things are just it's like I wish things weren't so bad, so I didn't have to go in these public buildings and record. I wish things weren't that way, but it's like that. So I have to go with my camera and make sure I'm just treated well. Any other time that you go into these government buildings, sometimes you have someone tell you something that's completely off, completely, just it's like they say anything to you, and because you don't have any proof of what they said, they feel like they can get away with saying anything to you. And I don't like that. I don't like when people just feel like they can tell me anything just because I don't have it on record that they said something crazy to me. Yeah, send that video if you can, man. It's crazy what, and it's to the point to where People work for you, for the people. When the people go and they go exercise their rights, you have people employed by you telling you that you can't do something that you have every right to do. That's just crazy. I'm gonna pull up that page. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't understand how how they are so ready to arrest people for exercising their rights. Or they want problems they want problems for these people who are just exercising their rights. It it makes no sense to me. It's like how do you get to the point to where you're not you're not arresting criminals anymore. You're arresting people who are not only following the law but are well within their rights. That's crazy. It's a combination thing. It's mostly ego though. I agree with you. A lot of times it's an ego situation, and that was one thing that I had to know, that for me to move forward in life, I can't live by my ego. You know, it, it's like it's like we get so caught up in our ego that that we forget how real things are, and how how flawed your thinking can be when you're just in ego mode. Yeah, I don't know if that's everybody needs to go get naked, but would be funny to watch. But if people would just be more honest, I guess that might be what you're saying. If people are more honest and just put everything out there and like it should be, then okay. But it seemed like it's really hard to get people to that, to 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 play like that, or to be able to operate that way. But yeah, yeah, Carolina, Fort Worth. Uh, I wasn't able to find that channel. Like I was saying, if you can post if you can post it in the chat or something, it will help me out a lot. Oh, hold on. I gotta see if I can do it here. Oh man, hold on, y'all. All right, you're a moderator, humans. There we go.
With a visible black eye, Carolyn Rodriguez
Wow.
speaking to us for the first time since she was arrested, claiming
Dang.
a Fort Worth officer used excessive
messed-
force while
Ooh. Y'all guys, hold on. Man, can y'all see this? They really messed up. Like, dang.
while arresting her
Sorry
this
to watch
weekend.
This arm right here, I can barely move it. And so the elbow was knocked out of the socket.
She calls herself a First Amendment auditor and has created her own YouTube channel to document actions by Fort Worth police.
My motivation is to keep the people that don't know their rights safe.
She said she was driving around.
And that's the thing, when you become a First Amendment auditor, it's like they see that as you declaring war against them or something, when all you're doing is standing up for rights. All you're doing when you are a First Amendment auditor, or you're claiming to be a First Amendment auditor, all you're doing is saying that you stand up for your rights, and you're going to make sure those rights are respected as they should be for not only you, but you and your family. It amazes me that
Around the West 7th area when she saw officers in a parking lot around 3 a.m. Sunday and started following and recording them for more than 20 minutes.
Hey ladies, hey ladies, hey ladies, hey Kruger. They had no police tape up, they had no lights in the area.
Fort Worth police releasing this body camera video Wednesday afternoon, showing the officer asking Rodriguez to move and then arresting her and shoving her onto the ground.
So because she wouldn't move, which she don't have to move, she's not doing anything. She's just standing there recording. Whether she's speaking to you or not, she's well within her rights. Why would y'all handcuff a citizen that's not doing anything wrong?
Rodriguez claims she was knocked unconscious.
I don't remember an officer hitting me, but I remember him tackling me, grabbing me from behind. And the next thing I know is I woke up in the
Look at her face, man. That's messed up. I can't believe they did that to her. all she was doing was standing up for our rights. She was standing up for her rights. That you can say our rights, but her as an individual, she was well within her rights.
Hospital, chained to the bed, handcuffed to the bed.
Police tell us Rodriguez was taken to the hospital and also booked into jail
They messed her up, man. Dang.
on charges including resisting arrest and interference of public duties.
If you were to give a number to how many times something similar has happened to you, what would you say?
I've been arrested like this probably about 5 or 6 times.
And Rodriguez says she plans to file a civil suit against the department. And meanwhile, Fort Worth City Council is also planning to hold an executive session on this incident this coming Friday. In Fort Worth, Amelia McGavro, CBS News, Texas.
You should also know that Fort Worth has announced this afternoon the Office of Police Oversight Monitor. They know about the force incident at this point. The city, so says that the monitor has, quote, been granted unfettered access to the investigation of this incident.
Wow. That was terrible. Why would they do that? You watch that happen live? Wow. I can only imagine how that would have felt seeing that happen live. No, can you believe that a camera holding a camera and having a camera pointing at them as they are supposed to be in the capacity they're supposed to be doing their job. So if I can't record you do your job, then that means you're not doing your job. You're doing something other than you got to be doing something other than that. And Tyrant Terminator. Yeah, Tyrant Terminator. I actually haven't seen one of his videos in a little while. But man, it had to be crazy. And that's the thing, when you just don't know how, or maybe y'all do know, that it gets real critical when they find out that you are somebody who believes in your rights and standing up for your rights. You're now treated as a bad person. Like they now see you as, we gotta make sure we gotta keep that one in line. That's how they see that. And it amazes me all the time that it gets to that point to where you're doing good, but they treat you like they treat criminals. And you are in fact exercising your rights and doing what you have the right to do. But if they don't like it, they make that to they don't like what you're doing. They don't like anything about you, and they try to make sure that everything goes bad for you. Wow. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. When I get back to the States, I'm still not done, holding them accountable and just going out there recording. I didn't, you don't realize how much of a issue they make you out to be. Like they call and they make reports about you. Like that situation that happened in Tampa, best believe they were on the phone with the police department and they found out and they were calling in the department saying whatever about me. They were tracking me, seeing what car I was getting in, trying to track my car, see what my license plate number was. They were doing all type of stuff. Yeah, I hope y'all don't think when I went to Tampa that one building was the end of the situation. It was more to it, a lot more to it. What was that? I can understand that, man. Did you have? No travel insurance, but I should have had insurance for my vehicle, which I realized that the company that I rented from didn't handle that, which they should have, but they didn't handle that, and they didn't tell me that they didn't handle that. So, but no, all my hospital care and everything that while I was in the hospital, I had to pay for that. You know. Even later when I was released from the hospital. So what they did was so I was released from the hospital, and then like 2 weeks later I had to go back and for them to check up on me, and the doctor told me that I had issues with my legs, and they were telling me at first they wanted me to stay in the hospital and they were gonna treat my legs or do whatever to my legs to try to get it better. But I told them no, I don't want to stay. I'm not staying in the hospital again, especially after I was treated the way I was treated in the hospital there. But what happened was after I got released, they told me I had came back for a check, and they told me that in order for my legs to get better, they would have to give me this medicine that I would have to basically inject around my stomach area. I would have to inject on each side, like for each leg, and I was on that for maybe a week or so, and that was a injection twice a day for I think it was like a week. And yeah, I got better, but at the same time it really hurt, like having an injection, and when you inject it, all right, y'all. Brothers, I gotta end this stream, but I'm gonna catch y'all a little bit later now that I know that I can go back live. But basically, what happened what I was saying is that when I got released from the hospital, they later when I came back and I took a test, they had to oh man, injection is terrible, man. Yeah, so I had injections to where I had to go on basically my belly button on the left and right side, and that was some of the worst. It was burned. I had my girlfriend do it for me, and it was terrible. Every time she did it, like it made me think of a bad horror movie. Terrible. I'm sorry you got to go through that, man. Yeah. I hope you're able to recover, and you at some point you don't have to do that anymore, man. But once a week, that's, man, injections are, I think it's like a torment thing that they have going on with the hospital. But I'll catch y'all on the next one. It's for life. Oh, dang, man. Dang. Man, I hope they come up with some type of technology that works around that or something, man, because having injections or having to do injections as a medication or a medical procedure is terrible. And I just wish you the best on that, man. And I know about those injections. They can be real bad. Yeah, man, good to you too. I'm gonna be going on stream more often. Now that they let me back stream. I just can't monetize my channel right now. But I holler at y'all.